All right. Well, first we're going to have a bit of a look at the street, Ray. Charles Street is an amazing location. We're only about 400 metres to the main street and then 200 metres away from Civic Park. You'll see across the road there, actually, there's a house that's done a subdivision off the back, and they've got 2 blocks of land for sale at the moment that are only about 220 square metres, and they're looking at 230 to 250,000 for them.
Yep.
So it's making our beautiful house look like really good value.
Exactly.
Now,
Right.
Civic Park is down the end of this street, and just to the left, you'll see a bit of greenery there from that, and that park's just had a full refurbishment.
Yeah, I have been that street many times. Yeah, hundreds of times. Yeah, I know.
Know the area well. Now we're going to head inside the front gates now. You'll notice the brick fence, so nice, secure and private front yard. Can pop some gates on there if you wanted to. And then we've got good access to the backyard. As you can see, there's a high clearance carport. Got about 2.9 metres there to get through. So great space there. I'm going to head on up the steps here and look at the porch. The house was built in the 70s, I think about 1975, the records I've seen show.
Right.
So good front yard. And we're going to pop inside. We've got great double doors here, so really good access. And you'll notice the natural light as soon as we walk in the door. Off to the left, we've got our lounge room. This room's a really big room, actually. It's 5 metres by 3.9.
Mm-hmm.
Some blinds there. The house, we've got the split system in this room and also a gas wall furnace.
They must be their ports in the corner, are they? Sorry, Elise, for TV ports and all that?
Yes.
Lovely. Cool.
Now we'll just have another look out here, because we've got our courtyard out here, which is a real feature of the property. It's a really lovely sheltered spot, and it gives natural light to most of the rooms in the house. So the courtyard's actually pretty much north facing when you step out there. See the lovely wide hallway. We're going to head into the master. You'll notice that the carpet in the house has been updated, not immediately, but it's in fairly good order. It's probably about 5 years old, I'd say. And we've got timber wind out windows here. So just a really good size room. We've got 2 sets of built-in robes here, which sort of forms like a walk-in robe. So his and hers, one on each side. And then this goes through to your ensuite. We've got a lovely big vanity. Hi, Mark. Good work. It's got Venetians there and the windows are frosted.
That's a big vanity too, Elise. That's actually quite wide.
It is. Shower. So you'll notice that, Ray, that the maintenance has been pretty well kept up in the property for the age of it, and it has been refurbished when needed. As we head down the hallway, you'll again see the natural light. I know I keep talking about it, but it is a huge feature of the property. Now, this room here, it could be a study, a second living area, a kid's toy room. Mark's actually refurbished the brickwork here, painted them white. It was originally a cream brick, the same as outside. So he's painted that white to give it a modernised look.
I was going to say, Elise, the last time I was actually at the property, which was some time ago now, it was it was that older cream brick, and that looks really nice what he's done with it.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks great. There was some plumbing work in here at some point, so Mark's patched all that up, but just in full transparency, there's just a couple of little patch ups there. And that's given you a nice close up of the tiles as well. And then again out to this courtyard. It's funny, I've actually sold this property before, and I had someone that missed out but was talking about putting a pool in this area.
Oh, nice, really?
Private protected area. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, Elise, with this space, and we'll get out here as well shortly, but it's probably in a pretty good position to maybe look at putting a roof up over it, obviously subject to council approval, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Turning it into an additional space.
Yeah, you'd want to make sure you kept the natural light and use some laser light or something like that. But yeah, 100%. It's got, that area's got real potential. Now there you'll see we've got access to the hallway, but we're going to walk through the kitchen, which has actually been updated. The appliances are all reasonably new. The oven's a pyrolytic self-cleaning oven. And we've got the 4 gas hot plates, dishwasher, good cupboard space.
Where was fridge space? Sorry, here, Elise. It was
just round the corner. Mark might just zoom round for us.
Oh, you're right there. Yep. Cool.
Yep. And the double-doored pantry there. So good storage. The house, when it was originally built, would have been far beyond its years. We've got the, there's the second wall furnace, as you can see. And again, another access to the backyard, which will take you out in a minute. This cupboard here, we might just focus on this. This is a really quirky feature of the home. I'd say it was an old-fashioned drying cupboard. There would have been a hot water service in there at some point. They've got racks in there. But again, you could use it for whatever you wanted, and another good storage spot.
So it looks like there's been something covered up there as well. So that might have even been a vent at some point as well, wasn't it?
I'd say the hot water service might have been in there,
I'll run through there,
or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool, isn't it? It's very eye-catching, that particular
colour. And again, if we might just zoom out a little bit and have a look at how big that space actually is. You've got another cupboard behind there, room to put some stools if you wanted to.
And turn it into a breakfast bar, hey? That's good.
That's right, yeah. And really light colours too, so you could work with any furniture in this space. Now I'll wander down and have a look at the second and third bedrooms. So these are good size rooms. This one, the first one's actually 3 by 3.3. So really good size room. We overlook the courtyard here. We've got the built-in robes. So they're actually got hanging, but in the second side, there's actually some drawers and additional shelving. So they've been well fitted out.
Now, all the rooms have that, sorry, don't they, Elise?
Yeah, their second and third bedrooms do,
yes. Perfect. And on the window there, that's timber windows framing, yes. Is that right? Yep.
Correct.
Perfect.
You can see that we've got 8-foot ceilings too internally. Then the third bedroom, which is 3 by 3.
It's a nice outlook, isn't it? Overlooking that little alfresco. It's gorgeous. Is. The greenery.
Yeah. Lovely old garden too. There's some beautiful old plants in there. Double robe.
Sorry, 8-foot ceiling means 2.5 or?
Yes.
2.4?
2.44, I think it is, if we want to be precise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The smallest size of the ceiling that we can have. Okay.
Yep. And then the family bathroom, which is, it hasn't had a lot of work done to it, but it's been well maintained and it's just in lovely order. Got the tiles around the bath there. And we're going to zoom around and look at another nice big vanity. Shaving cabinet up there with a bit of storage.
Is that mirror facing up, the cabinet? It's facing upwards, isn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah,
it's a cupboard, so it's got the sliding mirrors. Now we have actually asked the owner to shut the blinds in here, Ray, just because of the additional glare. The shower. The lammy panel on the walls. And then we'll show you the toilet.
Lovely. The water closet, I think. The water closet, I think they call it in the floor.
That's right. Yeah. And the last room we haven't been through is the laundry. So this is, again, a really functional space. Room for your washer here. Trough. Then behind we've actually got a broom cupboard. And then behind the door there's sorry Mark, I'll slow down a bit. Behind the door we've got a little bit of extra storage space in there. And actually a power point, so perfect for charging your Dyson or something like that.
You can even look at extending that cupboard through there.
Could. Yep.
Yeah.
And the sensational backyard. So 765 square metres we've got here. There's no easements on the block. And the trees give you a nice private feel. And the old-fashioned Hills hoist. Might just have a sneak peek around the dead side of the house, just so you can see the hot water services tucked around there. So we've got the gas instant hot water. Then we've got the garden shed. So we've got the tin one here, which obviously there's a few of the windows have been taken out. So it's got a concrete floor, but it is an older shed, but very serviceable.
Great size though, isn't it? Because all you're going to be chucking in there is all your garden stuff, lawnmower, whippersnipper, a few bits and pieces. That's great.
Yeah, bigger than your standard one.
Yeah, what about the shed next door? We talked about this one yesterday.
It's the hottest part of the house, Zach.
Yeah.
So, Ray, you will notice there has been some fire damage in here.
Yep.
This was many, many, many years ago before Mark owned it. And since Mark's owned it, he's had some funny stories told to him as to how it's happened. But it has remained and been quite a usable space.
Yep.
Then we've got the standard Drouin lemon tree.
Yep.
Can't buy a house in Drouin without a lemon tree. And a pan background just so you can see how great size.
It's well established, isn't it? The whole garden, everything's just built up.
Yeah, and look, this corner where Mark's standing is actually a really ideal spot if you wanted to put up a shed for a tradie or something like that. But also should you at some point be able to alter that carport roof line, it'd be ideal to lot subdivision.
Just before we move on, Elise, Mark actually said to me that there's damage to the shed like that because of how hot the market is at the moment. Is that true? Sorry, I was holding on to that one. I had to get it out. Elise, I'm clocking the numbers in my head from the land size and the blocks you've got over the road, or the ones that are over the road for sale. What did you say those ones at 220 were up for sale for?
230 to 250,000 they're looking to sell within that range.
And they're approximately 220 in size. We're talking on a block that's, 765 square metres with 17 metre frontage.
Yep.
The maths adds up pretty quickly when you start to look at the development.
It sure does.
But that's exceptional value for money.
Yeah, I'm just going to point out, Ray.
It's not linear, though.
Sorry, Ray?
So it is not linear, though. I mean, when the size of that is 3 times bigger, it doesn't mean that the price would be 3 times. No.
No. No. It depends if we're talking to a buyer or a seller, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so what were you going to mention on this?
Just wanted to point out there is a bit of discoloration in the brickwork here. We think that it may have been an old oil heater or something sitting here, but just so you are aware. It's not wet or anything like that.
It is not wet?
No. So we're not sure, one, whether there was an old oil heater sitting there or whether it has been a patch job at some point from some pipe repair work.
It's very close to the pipe, isn't it?
Yeah. But you'll see that the brickwork has been immaculately done. They don't build houses like this anymore. The gutters and roof are all in great order. And again, this courtyard. So enormous potential to develop this or create a really special space here.
Well, I look at it and you're right. The amount of natural light that this area lets in is fantastic. If you're ever going to extend or put a roof up here, you've got to have that laser light above all the windows so that you're not cutting away any of that natural light, or as least as you can. But I can't get off that idea of this would be an awesome entertaining area for somebody to look at potentially throwing up.
Yeah. Or even if you did decide to do a dual lock down the track, be a good car parking spot as well.
Yeah.
I might just wander back around the front and have a look at the front yard, and I think we've just about covered everything. You can see we've got a really nice setback from the road too. And I think we might finish it up there. I think we've just about summed everything up.
All right.
So, Elise, just in wrapping up, we've got the Section 32 available, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Lovely. And what was the price guide on it?
So we're asking 579,000 to 619. All right. Well, thanks for your time today, Ray.
No worries. Thank you.
Got any more questions, feel free to reach out to Daniel or myself and we'll do what we can to help.
Sure. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks again, Mark, too. You've done a fantastic job.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.